Hey everyone, before this episode starts, it's important to remember anything we say on this podcast should be taken as a bad joke and should not be taken seriously, ever.
Take your balls.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Slightly Diverse Podcast. It is I, Milk, and I am joined by our Gus.
Bad timing, but hey.
Wow.
Yeah, he's eating a bowl of cum. He's got a big bowl of cum he's eating right now.
Chose a
Oh,
bad
Lord,
time to
fucking
suck
gross.
dick, Argus.
And then we got Bordelon here.
Yeah, I wait till halfway through the podcast. To
Oh,
suck
sorry,
dick.
I was trying to finish that bite. I didn't have time.
I'm class.
It's very fitting that you would be eating cum at a time like this.
Stop saying that. That's fucking nasty.
Since he can't really
literally
fight me
bad.
back on it because he's busy eating his cum, I can say his real name right now.
Yeah,
Well,
do something about a cum eater.
Oh, his real name.
I hate you guys.
It was Cum Eater Jones. But yeah, what's his full name again? What were we gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it.
Something
I said I
about-
was only gonna say it if he doesn't show up.
Oh, you fucker.
It's not like I know your last name.
I do. It's Argus.
Mm-hmm.
It's Argus.
Hey, Google. Google.
Kind of fucking funny.
Our
ass
Gus
cum.
Gus Gus.
I feel like I'm gonna burp. But anyways, let's get into some of these old topics here.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to touch on at the beginning. Why do you want to bring up Lizzo Bordelon?
Yes. We're actually going to read the show notes for once. So,
The show notes.
Hold that thought. I'm doing something else. You guys talk about fat
Oh,
people.
Bordelon just got down on his hands and started doing 1,000 push-ups in 1 minute.
ladies, he's accepting girlfriend applications and boyfriend applications. Don't
Yeah,
let
mostly
that...
boyfriend. Yeah.
Maybe
I've caught him throwing women applications away and saying too little penis is what he said. He has a stamp that says, he has a stamp that says too little penis, and he stamps the women's beautiful photographs. But all right, then we'll just talk about the Lizzo thing later.
yeah, we'll bring right back to it. I guess. Do we want to do old ones like from that we didn't do like weeks ago, or do we just want to do the ones that we wrote out for this?
We could do anything you
episode.
want, babe. We could do anything you want, babe.
Don't call me that. Imagine I'm clapping my hands. Marjorie Taylor Greene is an evil, ugly bitch.
I don't know who that is.
Well, if the hosts don't know who MTG is, then we can't really talk about why she's an evil, ugly bitch.
Well, describe it to me and the audience who don't know.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican senator, I think, for Georgia. She's a very evil bitch. During the wildfires that basically consumed the West Coast in like 2021, 2020. I think it was 2021. Basically, during the wildfires that consumed the West Coast, she was saying on Twitter and in public, and even like she was saying that what caused the fires were Jewish space lasers. So it's like she blamed a natural disaster on Jewish people just because.
So she's basically the most smart person in all of Congress.
Yeah,
All the Congress members just shook their heads like, "Oh, no, it makes sense for me."
And she is so hateful that even New Yorkers hate her. New Yorkers are like some of the most hateful people I've ever met, in the sense that they just hate everyone who's not from New York. But even New Yorkers agree, wow, this is an evil bitch.
New Yorkers like, oh, what are you talking about, Georgia woman? That's what they say.
Yeah, so stuff like that. She also compared Trump getting indicted for giving hush hush money to Stormy Daniels because he blew that pussy out. Uh,
He blew her pussy out.
he blew that pussy out. um, but he also gave hush hush money. He got indicted because he gave hush hush money to Stormy Daniels to hide an affair. Not all the other crimes he's committed, just the fact that he paid a porn star not to say that she fucked him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene compared him to Nelson Mandela. Jesus
He's
Christ.
He's a powerful
Yeah.
man.
She's like, you know, he's
a
joining some of the
powerful
greatest
message.
people in history. Jesus, Nelson Mandela. I mean, I could.
That is fucking crazy.
No,
it's like he fucked a porn star, but was embarrassed about it. It's
yeah,
not even the same.
It's crazy that she's comparing that though too, because the reasons Nelson Mandela was like arrested and confined for almost like 20 plus years is so much different for the reason that Trump got indicted. Like Nelson Mandela is like, we're talking like anyone who knows their history to some degree knows apartheid. This is Nelson Mandela led Umkhonto Wesizwe, which was the militant wing of the African National Congress, one of the groups that was fighting against apartheid. And like they would carry out attacks not on people, but they'd carry out attacks on, like infrastructure or like symbols of apartheid. The MK, as they're called, never killed anyone, at least as far as we know. He got arrested. So like Nelson Mandela got arrested and confined for 20 years because he was like fighting for the rights of to just be people in his own country. Donald Trump got in trouble because you know he paid a porn star money. And then she also compared him to Jesus Christ. I don't see how Donald Trump is anything like Jesus Christ.
Jesus
because
Christ used to lay pipe. That's why.
Well, you know, here's the other funny thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene would also like probably die if someone told her that Jesus was brown, and she doesn't really like brown people. So, so, yeah. Even and then you know she got New Yorkers. She pulled up to New York. Everyone was like yelling at her. It was that audio I played for y'all earlier, which I won't play now. Maybe Milk will put it in later.
What?
Where it was like that guy with the very heavy New York accent calling her like a filthy animal, calling her a bitch, and calling her and telling her like hit it with the space lasers. Like New Yorkers, she had some balls on her to go to New York because New Yorkers do not like. So yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene is an evil, ugly bitch, and that's not because I'm a misogynist and hate women, although that has been a common theme on this podcast.
Yeah. Although you've displayed behavior that would suggest you hate women.
I have not.
You, in fact, do not hate women.
No, I don't. So,
although you've gone out with your friends and beat women to death randomly in the street.
Oh my God, no.
You do not in fact hate women.
No,
right?
I don't. Oh my God, it's horrible.
Stop eating your cum.
Why would you even say that?
Stop eating cum and start eating period blood instead.
I'm eating food. I'm not even eating, bro. Not even eating.
If you eat period blood instead, then we'll believe that you love women.
Stop talking. Stop talking. I really need you to stop talking. Okay, next topic, I guess.
If you want to take a stand for the women's rights.
No, tell us about the gambling ring in your neighborhood. I don't want to talk about
what if that was the next feminist wave. Like men have to drink our fucking bloody pussies in order to prove that they stand with us. Would you do it?
I'm eating pizza right now. I don't need that. I don't need you to put that on me. That's a question for the viewers in the comments.
All right, viewers in the comments, if you would in fact have a bunch of period blood all over your face, like you just mauled a cat with your teeth, put it down in the comments below. If you would, to stand for feminism, by the way, not just for any old reason.
Dare I say, I'm the voice of reason on the podcast.
Reason? You're the voice of lies. You keep spouting.
Yeah,
your
Dare I
Jewish
say-
your Jewish lies on this podcast.
You can't say that, bro. We say bad stuff, but that's like the one thing you shouldn't say.
Jewish lies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys,
Christian
YouTube just
lies.
called. We just got another strike.
Your Baptist lies.
Yeah, figures. I'm not fucking surprised.
You're cool Baptist. We haven't gotten striked at all. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, no.
That never
I don't know.
happened.
YouTube, we got strike? I don't think we did.
There's no such thing as a lost episode 29 or 28, whatever. It's just rumors. This is rumors designed to smear our wholesome community.
Yeah, episode 28. What's that? Have you ever had an episode 28? Was episode 27, 29,
I don't remember which episode it was.
and then now there's 37. You know, so I don't see. Yeah, I don't. There's no what episode 28.
Yeah, the way our podcast playlist works, it's kind of like an elevator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where it just skips one just because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only ever gonna. It's probably only gonna ever happen once on this podcast. So
I think
You
so.
know,
I think
if
it only
you,
happened once.
but that's the hope, ain't
We've
it?
already been banned. We've already been banned from search queries and shit. Probably.
No, we're back on there.
We're not in related videos. We're not in search queries. We're not in we're not. We don't have our blue check mark on Twitter anymore because we have to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm about to say we never had a blue check mark. Maybe one day.
Can I mention that I saw like a tweet saying that it's like Elon Musk removed the blue check mark for the Holocaust Museum in America.
There is
Like their main
absolutely
page.
no. What the fuck is? He literally just lives off of controversy.
But
That's his.
well, can I just tell you real quick? That makes no fucking sense. Because I don't
What?
think Elon Musk is going out one by one deleting check marks off people. It's just that
No,
they didn't
true.
pay for it, and then it automatically got disabled.
I suppose this. I suppose this is true.
Because didn't Elon Musk put that gray one, right? The gray check mark
I have
that's
no
actually given
clue.
to people.
I mean, it. For me, it makes sense why the blue check mark, like the Holocaust Museum, should have one because, like, theoretically, right? Theoretically, not that I actually do this. It's all theoretically, or hypothetics. I could hypothetically go on and fucking make a National Holocaust Museum account and then start saying you might actually have to believe this that
go ahead.
that event in history didn't actually happen.
You could do this. Now, should
Yeah,
you?
I could
You probably shouldn't do that.
hypothetically do this. I could hypothetically do
I
this.
don't know what you're getting at.
I'm just saying,
I don't even
I'm
know
just
what
saying
would be the
it's-
point of
I'm
doing
just
that.
saying that's why the blue check mark is necessary. That's why it's a needed thing, That's why you need it.
I'm sure it was just like an oversight. I mean, there's fucking thousands of Twitter accounts that probably do deserve to have a blue check mark on their name.
This is very true. There was one Twitter account. He makes like these crazy fucking murals and shit of like random stuff, and he 100% deserves a blue check mark. 100%. I don't think he has it yet.
Yeah, and the dude who also made Emergence, the hentai, should also have a blue check mark just for free, because he is, he's like what's the term? He's like a community thing, right? What's the term? It's like a community expense.
I have no clue.
It's a community work of art. The Emergence hentai. You ever read that hentai?
No.
It's pretty dark.
No, like, dude, the right, the account that needs a blue check mark but doesn't have one yet is Kino Fabino.
Kino Fabino.
Kino Fabino, yes, Kino Fabino needs a blue check mark.
What does he do?
He made those murals I mentioned. He makes those. So I'm gonna post it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna post a picture of one of the things he made in the show notes.
Homo cop. That's awesome.
Yeah, Kino Fabino needs to have the blue check mark, but he just doesn't, and it's a
Prime
travesty.
directives.
It's a travesty that Kino Fabino doesn't have a blue check mark.
Prime directives: kiss men, fuck men, love men. That's
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, bro. Like Kino Fabino deserves to.
Yeah, what the fuck, Elon Musk? This is a
Yeah.
ginormous oversight. This is
No,
the equivalent
honestly,
of leaving shit on your ass when you take a
honestly,
dump.
Kino Fabino needs to be verified, and he's not, and it's so fucking sad. If y'all haven't, look up or maybe this actually would be a decent time to put this in the video with like Kino Fabino's tag, but check out Kino Fabino
Okay,
on Twitter at Kino Fabino. Yeah.
I'm here.
Some
What
of the
happened?
shit he photoshops is the
Fabino.
funniest shit. Yeah,
Oh,
twitter.com/
We hear you. We hear you. Shut up. We hear
God
you.
damn it!
We're talking about Kino
Fuck.
Fabino.
And we're
Hey,
talking
hey,
about Kino
What is
Fabino.
that?
hey, Argus. Can I just interrupt you just real quick? Hey,
Go
Bordelon. Hey, Bordelon. When
Ah,
someone's talking, you don't scream when they're talking. You
What do you
piece
mean?
of shit. You're bad at podcasting.
what is happening?
We're talking about Kino Fabino, bitch, and you just
We
come
were
in
not-
like a fucking like a
rather-
dump truck smashing into Argus when he's talking.
Rather, we were talking about who, like, how getting the blue check mark and account, and Milk brought up how there were accounts that there's like probably thousands of accounts that don't have the blue check mark that deserve it. So I gave him an account I think deserves a blue check mark, and that is Kino Fabino on Twitter. If you look in the show notes, you will see 2 of his masterpieces.
All right.
I'm drawing Kino
Look.
Fabino.
Who the fuck is this?
This is such an awesome
My
picture.
man, no, Kino Fabino is so fucking good.
He looks like one of the cast for Power Rangers.
So yeah, Kino Fabino, if you're listening, oh my god, imagine Kino Fabino's listening to this podcast.
Do I need to get Kino Fabino's
cry.
voice on the AI generator?
I
We don't know
already
what
saw
Kino
one picture. I'm
Fabino
already a
sounds
fan. I
like.
already only saw one picture.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, Kino Fabino, if you're listening, you should come on this podcast and we could talk about your the method. We can talk about like the reason to your insanity.
He would never come on this podcast. He's too.
No,
he's too
it
high
would-
status.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe you shoot lower like Donald Trump or like ex-presidents and stuff. George W. Bush. Yeah, like we could start off with like Joe Rogan. Just start off with that, and then work our way up from there. You know.
I am of the belief that I'm of the belief that they need to let some people stop having podcasts. Granted, we have a podcast and we probably shouldn't have it, but like there's a video of a guy. He's like, I don't think public schools should exist, and someone's like, so then where are people gonna go to get educated? And then he's like, private schools, people can educate their own kids. They're like, okay, but
No,
what
they
if
couldn't.
but what if their parents can't because their parents didn't go to school? And the guy's like,
What-
I just don't
what
think the
exists?
federal government should exist at all. And someone's like, why do we let y'all keep having podcasts? Bro,
Wait, what?
honestly,
Public what exists?
there's some guy on a podcast who thinks that public schools shouldn't exist.
Public school?
Public schools, yeah, like the schools all 3 of us went to.
Oh, I thought they were called hunting grounds.
And then you ask him, how do I find the circumference of a circle? And then he's like,
Bro, I can't educate my own kids. Bro, deadass. So people get a microphone and they automatically think they know everything.
yeah, it's almost like some guy named Argus on this Slightly Diverse podcast.
I wonder who that might be.
It's almost
Black guy,
like some black guy
women
on the
empowerment.
podcast that I heard.
Dude, I've already lost my mind. I got pills. With me. Okay, we about to down the whole bottle.
He just
I
shake.
can't
He just
say
shaked
that.
a big box of nerds just now, guys. He's trying to
Think
trick
that
you.
20 years from
Okay,
now,
okay.
and 20 years from now, we'll have like a reunion podcast. So like, it's like we'll have like a hiatus where we take a break and we come back, and then like Targus is on drugs, I'm broke, and then Milk is just a fucking billionaire.
Bro, nah, if
Why
we
am I
ever,
a billionaire?
you know what would really
Fuck
suck,
you.
bro? You know what would really
Hey.
suck? If like we got to like 100 episodes and we were still like running under the radar, right? We're like,
Mhm.
you know what? Let's take a break. We take a break, come back, basically just do the same thing we've been doing, and we just skyrocket. I'd be so mad.
I'd be more happy if like we're all like fuck it, fuck this podcast. And then we
What if
all
we
like we all
hired,
separately go and do our own
an
thing, and then people dig up our past. People dig up our past and use it against us.
God.
What if we
God.
hire an editor to make a funny moment compilation of all the times where you like just broke down laughing?
Any of us could do that.
I don't have the motivation.
Neither of you do, clearly.
Oh, and you
Okay,
do.
Argus volunteers.
If I recorded, I would probably edit these more than you do. But
I've
also,
offered many a time.
is-
If you want
well,
to
I
edit
don't.
the
I don't want to be the.
podcast, you
I don't want to
can.
be the one to because but the issue is that then it's on me to upload it.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and it's on me to make sure it's uploaded on time. It's just I'm a student. I don't got time for that. So
Yeah, it's
you
almost
know.
like that's what I try to do constantly.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only college student among us. So.
Mr. College educated, too good for his own podcast.
We have to find the hidden college student and kill him.
No,
Listen,
again, we gotta remember. I basically just hopped on this podcast, and now now I'm a central character.
listen, if you refuse to any edits yourself, you have no right to complain about the editing.
We said, hey, for this podcast to be diverse, we needed a black guy. And here you are.
Is that the only reason y'all put me on here?
No.
Oh, not really. You're funny and handsome.
know.
If anything, we just
I'm
needed a white. We
handsome.
needed a white guy. We put Bordelon on.
And you also have issues.
Bordelon's like the least white boy I've ever met. He's got an abuela. He's got like
What are
bros.
What are you talking about?
He goes to
Bordelon's the
drag.
most
He goes to
white man I've
drag.
ever seen.
He goes to drag shows. He fucks trans women. Like, it's just crazy.
Have you fucked a trans person before, Bordelon?
I can either confirm or deny that.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. What's it like?
Top or bottom?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Like you're fucking a dude, but there's tits involved.
Damn, bro.
So basically, the best of
This
both
is your
worlds.
expected.
So that's just
They know how to caress you because they have the same parts.
They just it's just anal then.
So it's just the
Yeah,
best of
yeah,
both worlds. Is what you're telling me?
And then halfway through, you're like,
Bro,
I love that he just cut out instantly when you started screaming.
bro, it's dead ass though. People always keep complaining about like if we're not careful, we're not gonna be able to tell the difference between men and women in the future, bro. Bro, isn't that like theoretically, right? Think about it, right? Isn't that just kind of like a good thing?
Yeah,
But then
that's
there's
like
more
the dream
people
of the
free to-
Pope. That's what the Pope dreams of.
Like no, like think about it, right? Think about it, right?
He's like, someday
like,
we're not
think
going to be
about
able to
it.
tell the difference between a child and a man. That's
Oh
what
my
he's-
god!
is what he dreams of. He thinks of that slippery
Just-
slope.
The deacons agree. The deacons agree.
Someday, guys, there will be no
I'm-
difference between a boy and an adult.
But no, bro, I'm dead ass. Like, people always complain about one day we're not gonna be able to tell the difference between a man, it's
A
okay,
man and a child.
no, stop. Usually, the people are always complaining like one day we won't be able if we're not careful. Is what a lot of people say.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not gonna be able to tell who is a trans person and who isn't, and who is a cis person. But I'm like, isn't that
Well,
kind of like the point? like,
Well,
like trans people are literally trying to
so the difference between a man and a cat.
to be like if you're a trans man, you're trying to be you're being a man. you're a trans woman, you're being a woman. So
Yeah.
like theoretically, right? Like one day we're not gonna be able to figure out tell the difference between who's a cisgendered woman or a cisgendered person, a trans person. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point, and you should be down with that because guess what? Means because if you can't tell the difference, that means they got everything. They got boobs. They got for trans women at least. They got boobs. They got like not penis. Maybe I am gay.
Yeah,
Shit.
keep going.
They got
keep
everything you
going.
want.
What do they got? They got
But-
balls. They got pubes.
Yeah, they got everything. They got balls. They got pubes.
They got a prostate.
They got everything, bro.
They
Everything
got an
a man
Adam's
could
apple.
want.
They got fucking hairy
everything.
chests.
Everything a man could want. Everything a man could want. But nah, y'all like theoretically, because humans. A lot of people are like fuck. No, so theoretically, you just got more people to fuck
Yeah, Bordelon's a
and
sex
get fucked
addict,
by. Bordelon, you're a sex
I
addict.
have
That's awesome,
options.
bro.
I have options, and none of them like me.
you know?
Damn.
That's too fucking true. Don't say that.
You know how many times I
Makes
wanted to
it-
date a Latina woman, and she don't like me because I'm not a fucking cholo.
You're not solo, man.
No, you don't want the
Because
girls
I'm
that
not on
want
the
cholos.
streets.
Girls that want cholos are fucking retarded.
I've heard that dating a Latina woman is fucking. It's hard because they're psychotic. And honestly, I'm down for adventure.
Down for adventure.
No, it's not an adventure. It's more like a hazing.
It's hard mode. It's still on a horror game.
So I think that shit about Latinas being crazy is like, I'm not saying that it has no basis, but I think it mostly has no basis.
You should meet my family.
I think
And
that's
then
just,
come
I
back
think-
to me on that one.
I feel like
I don't
like
think your
me,
family
if
is
I
mentally
were to
deranged. Your
somehow-
family just have their quirks and
Artists.
features, and they're
I'm
also
the
bankrupt.
most normal person of my family, dude.
Oh,
I
wait,
feel like
yeah,
it would be
you literally
really
told me-
interesting.
You literally told me about your family. You're fucking. Never mind. I retract
I
my
feel like
previous
it would be
statement.
really interesting if I were to like meet Milk's sister who thinks she's Italian, and date her,
What?
and it was like
She's literally getting a divorce because
I just
she
what the fuck? I just had a black guy just throw gang signs at me just now. What the fuck?
Where are
Careful.
you? Where are you?
I'm driving. This dude just fucking like pretended his hand was a bird and started flapping it.
I don't
Is
know
that-
if
what
that's a
is
gang-
that?
That's not a gang sign. That's like from
Are
Greece.
you sure?
That's like
He's
from
raising
Greece.
the
Pause. Why is your sister getting a divorce now?
I'm not gonna mention why, but
Oh,
she's
man.
getting a
Okay.
divorce. But and it's not because the guy is bad. It's all her fault.
Okay, maybe tell us after the episode.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll keep,
Yeah, I'll
if
tell you after the episode.
We'll keep our let's keep
And
our
that's
IRL
because
issues out of
her
the
interests weren't in a guy like that. She's more into fat fucking retards like me.
You're not fat. What?
You're the opposite of fat.
You know?
You're so skinny, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're literally in the Marine Corps. You can't be.
You know
what's
what's
illegal
scary
there.
about how I look? I thought that my new job has a mirror that you can see from the toilet. So when I like drop
Uh-huh.
my pants, it's so uncomfortable. And I saw how skinny it was, and I was like, "Oh fuck, die!"
It's like the machinist. You've seen the machinist when he's all fucking skinny. Who was the
No.
actor? The guy who played Batman.
You know what?
Patrick Bateman. What the fuck is his name again?
Kevin Conroy, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yes.
Yes, him.
You talking about the Dark Knight? Because that's Christian Bale.
Yes, Christian Bale. This is American Psycho, right?
Yes.
No,
Christian
I
Bale.
thought that was wait American Psycho. I thought that was Bateman.
No,
No,
his
it's Christian
character's
Bale. That's his character's name.
Oh,
name.
I'm an idiot.
He was also the bad guy in the newest Thor movie.
Like
Which was
Patrick
terrible.
Bateman, what a wet rag. He wouldn't do anything like that.
I watched Thor: Love and Thunder. It was fucking awful.
No, I heard it was really bad.
It
The
was. I was
Thor-
like,
the Thor
what the
fucker?
fuck is this dog shit?
This Thor banger.
No.
think- You think Marvel would be able to keep the formula with like you think Marvel would be somewhat capable of ensuring that like they can keep making bangers because they do it. That's what's most annoying about it. They do it, and then they'll make a really good movie or a really good show one day, and then the next like show they drop is trash. And I'm like, how the fuck do you guys?
You know
How is
what's
it this
really
hard?
funny? Iron Man doesn't die. I read the comment, not the comment for the Secret Invasion, like with the Kroll that invade,
Mm-hmm.
and Iron Man's there.
What?
He's
Is it
supposed
Iron
to
Man
be.
or is it the someone else?
Where's it
No,
Pepper?
it's supposed to be Iron Man. But all right, when I read the comics, it said that Iron Man was there, but Iron Man, Tony Stark, he was being fucking tricked into thinking he was one of the Kroll, and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not one of the Kroll." And it was like another Marvel character called Spider-Woman, and she was there.
Well,
And
Bordelon.
it wasn't Gwen. What?
What you have to remember is that the cinematic universe is based on people that are alive and are real and get old, and that's one of the main reasons that they killed off Tony Stark is because Robert Downey Jr. can't be playing fucking Iron Man when he's turning 70. You
Wait,
goober.
Once again,
Of course, it's gonna
Milk.
be different.
Once again, Milk, you're not letting me finish.
Well, I'm just telling you. Keep that in mind when you tell your stupid fucking point.
God
All right,
damn.
I think I'm done
Continue.
then.
Continue,
No,
please continue.
no, and
I put too many fingers on this fucking hand.
Nah, bro. All I want to say, Bordelon, is you were talking about being a fat idiot, a fat retard. Personally, it's not because I'm gay or nothing, but I think you look pretty hot in your kit.
Oh yeah.
Just
I
let you know,
appreciate it.
You're
let
a
you
I'm
know
smart
doing
that.
dude.
great.
And also, wait, you need to expand though on the whole. You can't post pictures of your kit, or you can't post
Oh,
or like you can't wear a uniform on like the gram or something.
so at the time I actually couldn't post it because I actually had serialized gear with me. That rifle was serialized gear. I can't post that.
Just don't show the rifle.
Right, but I have to carry it with me at all times. If I take it off to take a picture, I'm gonna get my ass.
Oh yeah, I
chewed.
forget.
And
You're
then
in
NJ
I'm an idiot. You guys you're in the Marine Corps. They'll do like Marine Corps is fucking stupid sometimes.
I got. People got mad at me because I shaved my fucking head.
Remember, bro, don't tell if you're having like a mental health crisis, don't fucking tell them because they'll just kick you out. They'll just literally kick you out.
The colonel of our unit came up to me and was like, "What happened, Marine?" I was like, "Oh,
I cut
I
my
was
hair,
being
sir.
honest too. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I fucking die hard. I love die hard for the fucking Marine Corps. No, I said, I work nights. I slept all day, and I woke up. None of the barbershops were open. So I just jumped in the shower and shaved my head. And then he just looked at disappointment. He just goes, "Oh, next time just remember to wake up." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?
Next time, remember to wake up. What does that even mean?
This is in regs. What is wrong with this?"
He's like, make sure you remember to wake up. Yeah, I woke up and fucking shaved my head.
I shaved my pubes too. Look at this.
no, dead.
He's
Check
like,
it out,
whoa.
sir.
That's way within regs, buddy. That makes me fucking hard.
But not dead ass. Like, yeah, don't tell them shit about your mental health because they'll put you in front of an incompetency board, which is so fucked. By the way, it's so absolutely fucked.
Yeah, they
that they do that.
constantly say, make sure you admit your mental health. Make sure you let people know that you're okay.
The Corps is
that you
gonna
do
have
what
your
you can.
back.
And it's a fucking trick. It's always a fucking trick.
No, it's always a fucking trick. No, it's fun.
I told somebody I felt
unbelievable.
depressed. I told somebody I felt depressed one time, and I got better because I felt like my life was changing. I was like improving, and then they fucking considered me unworthy of holding a firearm.
No, dead ass. Like, there's a story I had read about a gentleman. He was like really struggling. He's a private. Privates in the military period just don't hardly make anything. Like they make fucking nothing. So he was really struggling, had a family and a kid on the way, and like he was just waiting to get his NCO because he'll get paid more. And he told his fucking like squad leader or something. He told him, "Yeah, man, listen, like I'm just gonna be frank. I'm really struggling right now. Like like financially and mentally. Like I just don't know what to do, and I just need help, right? And they're like, okay, yeah. So next thing he knows, he's before an incompetency board because his squad leader basically went and said, yeah, his squad leader told like people who actually can do something, told him like, oh yeah, one of my guys is like not doing well mentally. He's really struggling. Now, I don't know if the fucking squad leader said that I think he's incompetent or what. But yeah, he got put before an incompetency board because they were like, "Is this guy still like fit to be a Marine?" And then 6 months later, they discharged him because they deemed him too incompetent to remain in the Marine Corps. They kicked him out because he asked for help. His whole thing was like, they tell you that, at least in the Marine Corps anyway, they tell you that they'll listen and they'll get you help. They don't. It's a fucking lie. It's a trick. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I
And
had
then
a
he got home
guy-
and he met his wife's boyfriend.
Like
Just
you have
put him over the edge.
You might have
probably happened
individual
too.
commands that care, but you might have individual commands that care, but it's too risky. It's too risky to just hope your command will give a fuck to just say anything. Just get like, if you got issues, don't tell the military. You just gotta get help on your own.
Yeah.
And
We
you gotta
actually
keep it-
had an issue with that in my unit.
No, it's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely unacceptable that that's how we treat, servicemen who are willing to, to ask for help.
It's mainly
already
men in general.
No, yeah, I was about to say young men already struggle a lot with mental health, young people especially, and like young men especially. Sorry. So like you shouldn't get punished for confiding in someone that you need help. You shouldn't get punished for that. You should get help.
That's why that one time I said pick a time to be upset.
That's what people
Yeah,
like
you
Fight
should-
Club. Go watch Fight
should-
Club, guys.
I'm not gonna watch Fight Club. Fight Club is like a fucking like
What the fuck is he coming out of left field with Fight Club? What the fuck?
Fight Club from
You have
my-
bad jokes, Milk.
from my-
You
from my
have
People
bad
assessment-
jokes.
love Fight
Oh,
Club
fuck.
because they get
From-
depressed and then they watch
no,
that
from-
movie.
from-
It's good.
from my quick analysis of Fight Club, from what little I've seen, it seems like the general consensus about in Fight Club is that modernity is like fucking destroying men or something, and that men are weak because like we live in a modern age or some shit.
Nope.
Which I don't think is what's it about? What's it about?
Go watch the movie and then come up
Oh
with
my
your own. Come up with
God.
your own fucking opinion.
Okay,
Argus.
what's your opinion on Fight Club?
What do I think it's about?
Yeah,
Let me
that's the whole
think.
point, of discussing it, trying to figure out, compare and contrast, draw a Venn diagram and shit.
I think Fight Club is about men taking control of their own lives and not just living it for the sake of living it, because they realize that just makes them more depressed and sad than I mean, in the movie they pretty much go like the wrong direction with it.
I'm about to say they literally start.
They go into
blowing
a
shit up.
destructive sort of way to cope with their sadness and depression. But
Yeah,
I
it
think the
kinda
main
sounds like
point
the
is
whole
that
modernity thing I mentioned.
no, I think the main point is that if you take control of your own life, you'll become much happier. And yeah, it's just about that. Just take control of your own life. Stop just living it for the sake of living it, because you'll just become depressed and sad. And no matter how many things you have, how much money you have, it's not going to make you any happier. That's what I think it's about. It's a good
Okay, so I'm not gonna watch
movie.
Fight Club, by the way.
It's a great movie.
I won't
I
be
already
watching
feel
Fight
bad
Club, by the
about
way.
my body right now. I don't need to watch something that's gonna make me feel like, oh man, I can't fucking fight for shit.
We talk about you can probably fight better than most people.
Yeah, don't
Dude,
you?
I'm fucking
Yeah,
skinny.
you're actually trained though.
I'm about to say, don't
No,
you literally
no,
know?
no.
Hold
I'll
on,
tell you right
don't-
fucking now, McMap is bullshit.
Marine martial arts, Marine
Yes.
Corps martial arts.
Bro, you know what they teach you like in a quarter of it? How to fall.
Do they teach you how
Yeah,
to throw
man.
one punch?
I have heard.
They're like
they
you need to make
advertise-
sure your enemy can't read your movements, and then you just throw your hand out.
So I'm very curious. Don't they advertise it as being like a mix between like some jujitsu, some Krav Maga, and a bunch of other shit. And like this is
Yeah.
the standard martial art for the Marine Corps.
But some dumbass grabbed all the wrong parts, and so it just looks retarded.
Oh, jujitsu
Are you sure it's 'cause
actually
you-
works though.
I mean, yeah, shit. I mean, though actually, I was about to say that like it must work because they still use it, but then again, a lot of stuff doesn't work in the military structurally, and they still keep it. Like, the mental health assistance programs.
Well, you guys
You tell
should-
me the last time you heard a story about some Marine in Afghanistan that used MIG-MAP.
There was some
No.
dude. There was some dude that told the story. I think he was talking to Jocko Willink, right? He was telling
Oh,
the story
Jocko
about when
Williams?
Jocko Willink.
Oh, Jocko's a Navy SEAL, but yeah.
Yeah. He was talking to him. He was talking about the time he was like clearing some building or some shit, or maybe he was next to a building, and some guy jumped him, grabbed his gun, and like ripped it out of his hands.
Yeah.
And they pretty much like wrestled each other, and then he got him to the ground and he beat his head in with a rock, and then he killed him like that.
Yeah.
So there's obviously applications of his training.
I mean, yeah.
I don't
Again,
think I think if he
Jocko
wasn't
is
trained in
also
that, he
Jocko is
probably would've
also
died.
Jocko's also like an experienced Navy SEAL though too.
No, this wasn't Jocko. This was some other dude. He was a Marine.
Oh, okay. He told a story about it. Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, that's neat. Here's a strip club with no cover charge.
I wonder if Jocko's
I'm
ever
sorry, go
killed
on.
someone.
Are you gonna do the podcast? Are you
course.
gonna be on the podcast in a fucking strip club?
Yeah, I'm inside the strip club. All right, yeah, that's a good point, Argus. Oh man, babe, those titties.
Those titties.
Those titties.
Oh. And then she's like, "Look at
Those
this," and she
titties.
pulls a bug out of her snatch. and
Pulls
gives it
out.
to
She
you.
pulls her snatch.
And
Pulls
eats
out
it.
She pulls
Hakuna
out
Matata, bitch.
She pulls out her massive Fuda cock. You know, massive balls and all. And just
Hell
starts,
yeah,
you know,
dude.
I love this place.
and just starts fucking just letting it rip all over your face.
Aw.
There's a lot of strip clubs around here. What
You're
the
in
fuck?
Texas,
Where
of
did I
course
live?
there's strip
It looks like a
clubs.
Krispy Kreme donut.
No, there's like 3 strip clubs on one street.
No, it literally turns Bordelon
Cabaret
into
East,
a
Baby
fucking
Dolls,
glazed donut. It's
Pandora,
crazy, bro.
Tokyo Tires. Oh wait, that's not a strip club.
Bordelon's gonna look like a foot. His balls gonna look like a Krispy Kreme donut, dude.
Yeah, it just starts, just fucking coming everywhere.
Bordelon, send me a picture of your butthole, and then I can cover it in fake cum. Put that as the thumbnail.
Well, like the Nikocado avocado.
Yes. Oh,
Dude,
dude.
that
Didn't we
picture
talk
scarred me
about that sometime?
forever. Yes, we did.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was here or if I heard it somewhere else.
The two couch cushions with the little can in the middle. Was that what you're talking about?
Uh,
The little kitty.
That fucking picture's horrible.
Did you see one of his mukbang videos where he's on fucking life support?
I fucking hate
He's on,
mukbang.
but you don't like
He's like on the
mukbang,
verge
bro?
of death.
Mukbang's fucking lit, bro.
They're gonna amputate one of his fucking legs.
You ever seen his transformation from like a skinny little dude into?
Can
this
you believe you're a
Goliath?
fat person? Walk
Huh?
then run.
The fuck are you talking? What?
Back to me shitting on Lizzo.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
why do you
leave-
think
Dude, yeah,
Leave
you hate
Lizzo alone.
What did
Like,
Lizzo,
you
what
got
did
it,
she
man.
do
Like
this
that
time?
was a bit of a stretch putting her on Star Wars.
She's in
What?
Star Wars.
Y'all remember? She was on The Mandalorian.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, she was. She was with Jack Black.
What? One second. Wait.
I swear to God, I watched all the episodes. Jack Black and Lizzo are married.
I haven't seen The Mandalorian in a while.
Oh. So what? So what? She was on the Mandalorian. Why the fuck does it matter?
Yeah, there's plenty of fat people in
If
Star
you
Wars.
saw
What the fuck
what
you talking about?
they had her do, it was fucking retarded.
Bro, literally, she looks. Hold up, I just want to point out, she looks great in the role. The
She looks
costume's
beautiful.
incredible.
She's a fucking goddess, dude.
Well,
She
dude,
does
she
look
looks
good.
fine.
You know,
What's that? Jack Black looks awesome.
you know who I would rather prefer in that role?
Who? A skinny person?
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
No,
Yes.
no, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you want Queen Latifah?
Get Tyler Perry as Medea.
She's not fat. She's thick.
So that's why. It's because Lizzo's fat.
Yes.
You don't think fat people should be on TV?
Bordelon's
No, I
crazy,
believe
dude.
fat people on stream on TV. I'm okay with Jack Black being there.
Yeah,
But what's
why?
the issue with
He's
Lizzo?
fat too.
He's fat too.
Here's
What's
the
the
difference.
difference? What? Okay, here's the only difference I can see between Jack Black and Lizzo. Jack Black is a fat white man. Lizzo's a fat black woman.
Oh, I didn't think about that aspect. I think I'm on Bordelon's side now.
What? You should be on my side.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
People
No,
find it more.
listen,
People find it
I
way more
told you
problematic
already
when
why I
black
don't
women,
like
especially
Lizzo.
women, are overweight as opposed to men.
I told you why I don't like Lizzo.
You know what we're
Because
gonna do, Bordelon?
Because she's fat and exists. You realize how ridiculous that is?
You know what me and
It's
Art
not
is
your
gonna do?
business. It's not your life. You're cool. Lizzo don't hurt you.
See, this is what I mean by like people don't.
You know what me and Art is gonna do to you, Bordelon? We're gonna get our big fat bellies out. We're gonna squeeze your head between our
I don't-
big fat bellies.
Bro, I don't bitch about Lizzo or fat people in the music or acting scene because I don't care. It's not my business. So what if they're fat?
Fucking ridiculous.
What?
You did
what's
not
more-
hear me the first time.
Okay, what is your problem with Lizzo? I think I vaguely remember you had talked about it, but it's been months since you did. Why don't you like Lizzo?
It's the message that gets carried. She might not be saying it, but it's people who are saying, "Oh, her only qualifications are she is fat and black."
I
What?
thought Lizzo was like a musician,
Then-
right?
Yeah, she's a singer and rap. She's a singer.
Which is fine.
Then what's the issue with her being in The Mandalorian?
The fact that it just adds on to the fucking.
What's-
Oh man, it's okay to be fat. It's not
What's
okay
the-
to be fat. It's not
what's
healthy.
How is that the
what's,
point?
What's the mess? But what's the message it's sending? That hey, if you're a fat person, you can still be in media, and you can still see people that look like you.
No, the message is if you're a fat person, you can still be fat.
Yes, you can.
No, that's bad.
You absolutely can. If you're a fat person and you don't feel like you want to lose weight, that's perfectly acceptable for you. It's
All
your
right.
choice. It's your choice.
Have you never seen that show, 1,000-Pound Life?
Yes, I have. Which yes, I
Lizzo
have.
is not 1,000 pounds.
By the way, a show by which a show that, in my opinion, does nothing to help fat people. It sensationalizes people's issues, and it doesn't. The show, to me, whenever I've seen it, it seems more like, "Hey, look at this fat person, how disgusting and terrible their life is." It doesn't actually try to figure out that
What the
some
fuck was
people,
that guy?
some people are fat not because they choose to be. Some people are fat because
Yeah.
they got eating disorders. Some people are fat. You know why so many people are fat too? Poor people have a propensity to be much more overweight than people who are not poor. Generally, because poor people have access to food that is not as healthy, and thus
Yep.
they have to eat more of food to just survive, and thus they're fat. People
You
don't
just
always
got fat splained, Bordelon.
people don't always
I
choose
just
to
got
be fat,
fat
but
splained.
it shouldn't bother you that people are fat.
Yeah,
Because
Bordelon.
ultimately, mind your fucking business. Stay
Oh
in
my
your
god,
lane, bro.
you're not understanding.
I'm
I
totally
just don't want people to
understanding.
die from expanding.
So what I'm hearing though is that you're covering up the fact that you don't want to see fat people as, oh, I want them to be healthy. It's not your business though. That's the ultimate thing. It's not your business. Aside from all the reasons why being fat is unhealthy, why it's bad for your health, how that the United States of America is going through an epidemic of people being overweight, causes heart issues. You have a presidency for cancers, all these other things, liver issues, kidney issues. It's not your fucking business.
Me just saying, I would like it if like people who are overweight took a moment to like just go on a walk, just like no,
But you're
just
also
to
saying,
know that,
you're
that
also
they,
saying,
that they
though-
can just sit down without heavy breathing after
But-
just
Hey,
sitting
Bordelon.
down.
But you're
Hey,
also
Bordelon,
saying
Lizzo
too.
being in The Mandalorian doesn't mean that
Yeah,
they're spreading a
you're-
message. It's
Yeah,
just
you're also
Lizzo
saying
in
though.
Mandalorian.
You're
That's
also
it.
saying though.
If
you're
you
also
watch
saying,
The
though-
Mandalorian, you watch her like sit down, she goes, ugh.
You're also
That makes you
saying though,
40.
you're also saying though, right, Bordelon? You're also saying that we shouldn't have fat people in media because it sends a bad message. Thus, fat people shouldn't be in media, period. Which then further sends not only one, Lizzo being fat people being in media does not tell people it's okay to be fat. You literally said that you're okay with Jack Black being there, and arguably Jack Black is a fatter person than Lizzo.
A fatter
and then,
fuck, you're about to say.
and then also when you don't show how diverse the human body can be, people start to think that whatever's wrong with their body is not okay. When you just show like buff ass dudes around, guess what? That tells men, hey, if you're not buff and 6 foot tall, there's something wrong with you. And then men have a tendency to have body dysmorphia issues, which ultimately contributes to a suicide rate and the incredibly high male suicide rate in the United States of America. Them putting Lizzo in The Mandalorian does not send any kind of message. They just put her in The Mandalorian. It doesn't hurt you, does it? Who does it hurt? It doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, she didn't go on there and start eating KFC and going like, you know what, this is actually not that bad for you, Mando. He's like, you're right, you're right, Lizzo.
The other thing too, you also brought up how like, oh, she sat down, was out of breath. Lizzo is literally a performer. Her endurance has to be crazy high.
See, if they said that and they put on the fact that it's okay to just be fat, like it's okay to just be fat. If they showed that Lizzo does actually take precautions for her health, then yes, it's okay.
It's The Mandalorian. Why do we have to show that at all?
Yeah, but fat people being in media doesn't say that it's okay to be fat either, is what I'm trying to get at. Lizzo is just a being in The Mandalorian, which, by the way, she's
tell he's active. Motherfucker rocks a guitar and like dances around.
Lizzo dances around. She's a singer. Lizzo dances around, bro.
You just don't want to see fat people. Stop trying to dress it up like it's they're spreading a bad message. What the fuck? What message? There's a fucking show full of aliens.
There's no message being sent. This is a show about a Mandalorian found, a guy who's not a Mandalorian, and a little fucking baby Yoda named Grogu.
Like, yeah, what about Baby Yoda? Is that implying kidnapping is okay? Kidnapping is good? You can take a child wherever you want as long as you find him.
Fat people in media doesn't hurt you. Fat people in media doesn't spread any kind of message. And even if there are fat people in media saying that, hey, it's okay to be fat, how does that hurt you? Mind your business. It's not for you.
I watched Mandalorian. I found out Mexicans were dangerous because Mando is also Mexican.
Pedro Pascal, yeah. People's physique doesn't hurt you. Another person's physique shouldn't upset you this much.
His name's Mando. What's his name?
Din Djarin.
Yeah, Din Djarin is Mexican, so I think I think Mexicans are dangerous now.
He's not. Din Djarin is not Mexican. Pedro Pascal is Mexican. But Din Djarin's not Mexican. They don't got Mexican.
His name is Ding Dingaroo.
What are you talking about? There's one there.
No, man. Because Din Djarin wasn't born in Mexico.
Okay.
That's true. None of them were. Nobody was.
No, not at all.
They don't even got Americans in that show. I don't even watch that show.
This makes sense to me. Hold on.
We call Americans in that. Pedro Pascal's not even Mexican. He's Chilean.
Hold on.
Ew.
Lizzo was allowed to be in the Mandalorian, and they emphasize on her being big, and they don't emphasize on her health. But they remove what the fuck was her name? The buff lady, just because political views don't really have like.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I forgot her name, but last time I checked, she kind of went on to on like her social media platforms and kind of said "fuck black people." So I mean, Disney. I mean, Disney. I don't know exactly what she said. I know who you're talking about, but no, she said like it wasn't simply because like someone found out she's a Trump supporter. It's like because she said some heinous shit that is not okay, and Disney's like, we're not going to continue doing business with you because it doesn't align with our views.
Yeah. And they're like, you know what? You can come back next season though, because Chinese people love that shit.
Like,
What did she say? Did she say, "I swear to fucking God, if that fat black Lizzo gets on Mandalorian, I'm quitting"?
One second.
Yeah, she said, "Fuck Chinese people." They would have assassinated her. I think. Disney would be like, "What did you just say about the fucking god president of China? What's his name? Winnie the Pooh."
Yeah, I'm thinking Winnie the Pooh too. That was the ongoing joke. That was what South Park said too.
Yeah. But anyways, I agree with Argus on this one, Bordelon. You're reaching pretty damn hard about Lizzo just showing up in a show. That doesn't mean anything. Now, if the show was like, Lizzo can do whatever she wants,
you know what? I found what Gina Carano said. And honestly, yeah, she deserved to get kicked off the show for this. She tweeted, "Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Quote, because history is edited, most people don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first had to make their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?" She compared people shitting on her for being a conservative to the fucking Holocaust. That's why she deserves to get kicked off The Mandalorian. She said something horrible.
There really is a Holocaust against Republicans, I have to say.
No, there is not. No, there is not. It's not comparable.
Just last night, I saw Republicans get fucking whipped in the street, butt naked.
Probably had no choice to say it because of what happened to Roxanne. Roxanne.
She said this and then got kicked off the show. What do you mean? No one held a gun to her head and had her made her say
they
it?
removed Roxanne for being conservative.
Who's Roxanne?
You don't remember big white lady Roxanne
In The Mandalorian?
No. You know what? I pay money to see that though.
What show? What's Roxanne? Who? Like, is it a character?
That's the show's name, and that's her.
Gina Carano got kicked off Roxanne too.
No, God fucking damn it!
You keep saying who is Roxanne?
I'm drawing Roxanne.
Okay.
I'm drawing Roxanne right now. She looks like this.
Where's our manager? Manager.
There's the song by Arizona Zervas. So is Roxanne a show? Right?
I'm probably saying it wrong. It's either Roseanne or Roxanne.
Oh, I know that. I know that song, Roxanne.
No, not the
That's
song.
Roseanne. It's Roseanne, the sitcom from '88, right? It's probably still going though.
Oh,
who got kicked off of it?
Roseanne's insane.
She did. She got kicked off from her own show.
Roseanne. Roseanne was crazy.
Oh,
she
Roseanne
started screaming at people and trying to abuse them and shit. Roseanne's actually nuts.
No, she admitted she was conservative, and they kicked her off the show.
That's not why they kicked her off. They kicked her off because she was abusing the cast and the crew and shit. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, hold on. I found an article about it. Let's look at the tweet. The first thing the article reads is ABC abruptly canceled Roseanne hours after Miss Barr, the show's star and co-creator, posted a racist tweet about Valerie Jarrett, an African-American woman who was a senior advisor to Barack Obama throughout his presidency and considered one of his most influential aides. Miss Barr wrote, if, quote, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's pretty good.
She got kicked off her own show. It's preposterous. What do you mean? She called Valerie Jarrett a fucking monkey. What are you talking about?
Not even like some sort of mutation of a monkey, no less.
Wait, you know what's funny? I remember seeing that picture, and they even compared it, and it looked really close.
What do you mean, bro?
And then they kept saying it's because she's conservative. It's because she's conservative.
No,
and then Gina Carlo.
Horrible.
Stop reading.
Yeah, she's horrible. They drove it to she's conservative. That's why she said it. And then Gina Carlo, they knew she was conservative, and they gave her shit for it. And if they kept doing it, she would have gotten kicked off anyway. So she said something.
Well, Gina Carano got kicked off because she compared people not liking her for being a conservative to being a Jew during the Holocaust. And then Roseanne Barr got kicked off her own damn show again because she said But if the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby when referring to an African American official,
You also have to
yeah, they
remember
both
I
that
know I'm
Hollywood's
getting
full
yelled
of
at.
pedophiles,
they
and they
both
don't have very high or low standards. They will do whatever
they
the fuck they want.
they both
Hold on.
said
I,
they
I know
both
I'm
said
getting yelled at,
horrible
but I'm about
things.
to walk in somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just
but
saying
like,
that to say that people get kicked off because they're Republican, even if that were true, it's like yeah, well that's fucking Hollywood. They're full of insane people.
well, the other thing too, right, is that we live in the United States of America. If a company or like TV show or agency decides that hey, this person's personal beliefs does not coincide with what this company believes, because we live in the United States of America, they can remove that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like legally speaking, unless that person sues for like severance or something, legally they can do that.
Yeah,
And like
it's
if you
fucking
don't
show business.
yeah, if you don't, yeah, like the companies have images to protect, and if they have committed themselves to putting up this image, even if let's be honest, it's just a front, so like they don't, so people don't shit on them, they're gonna do whatever it damn takes to make sure that people don't shit on them. I will
Yep.
say that Roseanne Barr and Gina Carano were rightfully like they got in trouble for for like valid reasons.
I
Gina
have heard
Carano,
rumors that Roseanne would like verbally abuse her like cast and crew and shit.
oh, I guarantee. I'm of the belief that most like
And then she
famous
would
like celebrities and
she
fucking
would like
actors are like total pricks.
she'd like go crazy on like on other comedians and stuff too.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise. Like I've heard he's a decent dude, but like I've also heard that he's kind of a prick.
Well, he's a
Which again,
Scientologist, so
this
he's
is also
already
true.
insane.
Isn't too out of the ordinary. I'm like most of these people are just pricks. Most of them are pricks. I guarantee Pedro Pascal's kind of a dick too, and I feel like it's probably only a matter of time before it's like something comes up
he fucked the
that
Arya
shows he's a
Stark in
prick,
Game of Thrones.
or who knows, or he's not, and he's Keanu Reeves basically, and he's not a total prick.
I don't know much about him. I just know he's
Pedro
in
Pascal.
Mandalorian and he was in Game of Thrones. That's it.
You also found out he was from Chile, and I'm really starting to hear you go gross.
Yuck! Ew! Yuck! Chilean. What is
Yeah,
that?
he's
Some
from
sort of
Chile.
watered down country,
Oh,
right? Because it's like all along the coast, right? Chile.
Ha ha ha. I've heard it's a pretty cool country.
Yeah, I heard Chile is really beautiful.
You should visit sometime.
I would. That'd be cool. I kind of want to go to Mexico, but also I don't want to get beheaded and robbed.
Well, we will. You know what's gonna happen? We will film the next episode in in a cartel den. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say that.
No.
I'm not trying. I'm not trying to act. I'm honestly not trying to put that like fucking what's his face on me.
They would probably just murder Bordelon and then kill you maybe or rape you, and then they would let me go because I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm like, no, I have family here. Tengo familia aquí. They're like, oh, okay.
The familia aquí. Have we almost been going an hour?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, you should check. You should check, fucker.
Yeah, that's exactly 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Okay.
But anyways, Bordelon hates fat people.
No.
And who knows why, really? He talks to two of them constantly.
Why? Who knows why?
He talks to big
My bottom
900-pound...
my bottom line, Kino Fabino deserves a blue check mark.
Yeah, and Argus is 900 pounds and Bordelon
My
likes him.
what? No. my bottom line is Kino Fabino deserves to have a blue check mark. Expeditiously.
Oh, yeah, can I mention how there was a gambling ring in my neighborhood?
Yeah, you should definitely talk about that.
So the other day, I heard like a helicopters and sirens going all over like around my street and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what the heck? And so I looked up my hometown's news, and I see that they had busted 9 people. They had busted 9 people in like multiple different apartments and like the backs of shops and stuff that are literally like 2 blocks away from me, and they had found like an illegal gambling ring where they had like slot machines and all sorts of shit where they were all just gambling there.
So-
And yeah, it was pretty
so-
crazy.
Sounds like Vice.
A lot of those streets are literally like 2 streets down away from me. I'm like, what the fuck? I never even heard of this. I wonder
Yeah,
who
sounds like
ran it.
that sounds like Vice.
Yeah, I also found out that my hometown is kind of struggling a lot with crime lately.
The United States has always struggled with crime. I don't want to say there's a crime wave because there really isn't, but
I think there is.
because
I think
crime-
everybody
because
was
crime has
locked
been-
up in 2022.
because crime has been on the uptick for fucking like the past 20 years, and we're just now seeing the effects of it for some reason.
I think it's because in 2022 everybody was inside, no one can go outside and do whatever they wanted, and now everybody's let loose, and people are stabbing. Like literally the other day, like some 2 dudes like ran into a high school, a local high school, and they beat they beat the shit out of this kid.
Oh, this is not Columbine. Okay.
Just in the middle of the cafeteria in front of everybody, and they didn't even get caught. It's like, what the fuck?
I think that's because schools. I've heard schools just basically stopped having rules. Like students would do shit, and then they just wouldn't get punished for it.
We have to realize that I live in the ghetto. Like, there's like straight up gangbangers all over the place.
Man, I live in the ghetto too, Holmes.
Nah, you don't, bro. You live in fucking
No.
Oregon, dog. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, Holmes. I
Oregon
fucking
does.
saw you live in a mansion, dude.
I don't live in a mansion now. Let's
You
chill
live in
out
the
with that.
fucking woods, man, like Santa Claus and shit. You live in the mountains in a big, beautiful manor. It's almost like a Resident Evil castle. That's the type of house you live in, Argus.
I don't. No.
You have a
That's all I say,
dungeon.
no.
You have maids.
I have maids. That's not true.
Would you live in a castle?
No,
Why not?
because ultimately the masses are gonna come and throw trebuchets at my house.
They can't get in though because it's a castle.
Tell that. Well, you know what happened throughout history, right? There were a lot of castles. Where'd they go?
Well, that's because they let it happen.
There were a lot of castles in the past, man. But there's not where'd all those castles go?
That's because they let it happen, all right? It's
No,
different.
man. It's because they brought them down. They brought them down.
I mean, I don't think it was the
the
masses
lords
that took down castles though.
and dragged the lords and ladies out from their their ivory towers, beat the men,
Raped
did
the
horrible
women.
things.
They killed the men,
and
raped
then
the
left
women.
them for dead.
They ate the kids.
They ate the kids? What?
Yeah, they ate all the kids.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. The French people.
The French. Oh yeah, these are French people we're talking about. You think I could get in trouble for you think I could get in trouble for talking a lot of shit about French people?
I like the French people. I don't know.
I
I
hate
don't.
French
get
people.
the hate of French people.
Bro, what do you mean? French people fucking suck.
Have you guys even met a French person?
No. But I've read history. That's why I don't like French people.
But they also had the biggest revolution. in
Yeah,
recent
true.
times.
True,
It
but
was
again, I mostly am not a fan of French people because I've read history and French people are awful.
I don't think so, bud. They have beautiful art and architecture. And they got beautiful women. They got funny fellows.
Well, I don't not think that they have beautiful architecture, beautiful women, an interesting culture. But you know what? Maybe it's not okay. I don't
Maybe it's
like
just racism.
it could be a little or like xenophobia. No, I don't fuck with French people mostly because French people are like the British.
I'd say I like British people less than the French people.
I do like British people less than the French. That's for certain. If I had to rank them, I'd say the British people fucking suck.
Let's
So all you
rank
British
all of
listeners, we don't
Europe.
like you. Let's rank all of Europe. All of Europe. Okay.
Number
we can do that
one.
real quick.
Prussia.
Prussia's gone.
Not to me. Not to me.
Not to you. The German Empire lives on
Number
forever.
two, Italy. I
Okay, man,
can't
okay,
think of
so-
any European countries. I gotta admit.
Okay, like let's hold on,
Oh wait, no. Number
hold on,
one's
let's do
Germany. What the
European
hell am I
country.
talking about? Number
Okay,
one's
man, you're
Germany.
Let me pull up this little map. Your fate. Okay, I'm just gonna list them off, and we got
Yeah, we'll
gotta
go one
come
by
up with
one.
one. Okay, okay. Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, where'd you rank Portugal? Wait, should we number these? Whatever.
42.
42. Okay, I think there's about 50 countries in Europe. Let's hope.
50 countries.
Spain.
Spain. Fucking
Yeah.
0.
0.
Not even on the board.
No. Okay, that's how much you hate them or love them.
I don't know.
Okay, France.
In undecided. France. That's a solid 5.
It's a solid
This
5.
is, yeah, this
Why?
1 through 10. What are we doing? What we gotta overcomplicate with all these
We'll just do
numbers?
1 through just do 1
Yeah,
through
1
10.
through 10. Spain.
Okay.
It's a
Okay,
solid
we'll just do
4.
we'll just do Spain to solve 4. Okay, we'll just do the really important ones. How about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, France. Where do you rate France?
France. I'd give that a good solid 8.
Solid 8. Okay, okay. So that's on the better side. So
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
so
1
it's-
through 10. 1 through 10 is what we're doing.
Okay, okay. So, all right. So United Kingdom.
I'd give that like a 6.
6. Okay. Ireland.
That's a number fucking 10 right there.
Ireland's the best in your opinion?
No, we're doing 1 out of 10. Like one,
Okay, so-
like rating women.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. My bad. It's a 10.
yeah,
Okay,
Ireland's
yeah,
a
Ireland's
10.
pretty based. Mostly the Irish Republican Army, who did like a lot of car bombs. They're pretty base.
Damn
I don't know if I
right.
can say that. Okay, Belgium.
Belgium. Ooh,
Belgium.
a 7.
Belgium.
They got
A
good
7.
chocolate.
A 7. They got good chocolate. They also have pretty good waffles, I've heard.
Mm.
even though Belgians didn't make those.
Our
Okay, the
fatness is really
Netherlands.
showing. The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
That's a 5 because who?
That's a 5. Because who?
What do you guys do? I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, Denmark.
Denmark. That's a 0.
Denmark.
That's a 1 out of 10 because
That's
they protect pedophiles.
Denmark. Okay. Norway.
Norway. That's a
what do you think about
9
that?
because they got PewDiePie.
That's a 9. Because they got PewDiePie's Swedish, but okay.
That's close enough.
Okay, Iceland.
Iceland, that's a
Yeah.
4 because their name is confusing. It's not even
Okay.
icy. Greenland's icy.
It is though. It is. Sweden.
Sweden, that's a 10 because they got PewDiePie.
It's got PewDiePie. What about Norway?
Norway's a 9 because they had funny raiders back
Because
then.
they're neighbors with PewDiePie.
they had funny ass Vikings that would kill people
Okay.
and stuff.
Finland.
Finland.
Yes, Finland.
Oh man, give them like a 6.
6. Okay. Germany.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Why is that? I mean.
Oh, I
they have
think you
beer.
know.
Oh, stop. That's horrible.
Oh, I think you know.
That's awful.
Because
It's
they're the best bad guys. What can you say?
Luxembourg.
That's a 9.
It's like the small city state. Okay.
Yeah, it's 9 because they got fucked up.
Switzerland.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Swiss Army knife, baby. Swiss Army knife, baby.
Most base country in all Europe.
Yeah, dude. Swiss Army knife, baby.
Refused to be part of World War II.
Yep, because they held all the Nazis' funding.
And basically dared people to try and fly over their fucking country.
This is true. Italy. Italy for me, solid 0. Italy sucks. Italy
Italy's a 10.
blows.
No, Italy's an 8. It would be a 10 if it was like in the Renaissance times or something cool.
Yeah, Italy sucks. Italy gets a 0 because because when they went to war with Ethiopia. If you're Italian, I hope you know. If not, your education system has failed you. Educate yourself. I heard talk
the
about
Pope
Americans aren't very educated. Italians don't even know what some Italians don't even know what Italy did to Ethiopia. So
Listen, man, Italy used to invade Jerusalem and slay Muslims. It's pretty cool.
everyone did. Everyone still does.
I mean, if war is not cool, I don't know what cool is, right?
Okay, Austria, y'all are cool, but y'all get like a 3 because you made Hitler. I know y'all didn't ask for that, but it still happened, and it's it's a stain on your reputation.
They get a 9 because they have the dude from Django. It's from
Yeah, the
Austria.
dude from Django. Okay.
Remember the dentist?
No, I haven't watched Django. The Czech Republic.
You haven't watched Django?
No, you. It feels like you ask me this every other episode. No, I have not watched Django.
That's surprising. That's a great movie.
Okay. The
It's
Czech
about a
Republic.
slave, dude. It's about a slave. You don't want to see no
like hunting
one
other
of your
slaves.
ancestors. No,
Like
he wasn't-
hunting other slaves.
No, he was fucking killing white people
Oh,
and
that's
freeing
like some-
slaves. He was fucking
Okay.
badass.
The Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, that gets a scat out of 10 because they do scat porn.
Okay. The Czech Republic, they get Czech Republic, y'all get a pretty solid score. From me, I'll give y'all an 8, not because I find there to be much redeeming about your country. I give you an 8 because you guys changed your name to Czechia, which sounds very cool, and then you also are like the masters of defenestration. If you don't know what defenestration is, it's the act of being thrown from a window to your death. So
They also have a lot of human trafficking problem in Czech Republic, so that's pretty
they
cool.
also have it in Romania. Thanks, Andrew Tate. Slovakia.
Favorite Bible wives from Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Slovakia, best Bible wives.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Hungary.
Hungry for what? Out of 10.
Okay.
That's a hungry for 1 out of 10 right there.
Yeah, Poland.
Poland?
Poland.
That's a 9 out of 10.
Poland, I give you guys a 4.
Huh?
Why?
I give the Poles a 4.
The Poles? Why?
Hmm?
Why, my friend? Why?
Why? I do not like Europeans.
Because they would surrender Jews to the Nazis all the time.
Everyone did basically, but yeah. No,
Jews
I
would
don't
go
know.
The Jews would go to Poland and then they'd be turned back from the army because they didn't like them either. It's very dark.
Poland's got a major far right issue. We're not talking about like American far right. We're talking about European far right, which is literally just flat out
N-word.
Fourth Reich.
It's just the
It's
N-word.
literally the European far right is literally just the Fourth Reich. I'm not even kidding. It's literally just flat out like straight up Nazism.
Some of
So
my oldest friends on Discord just spam the N-word and everything because they never even met a black guy. That's like one dude's from Sweden, one dude is from Germany, some guys from India, some guys from the UK. That's their favorite word, dude.
the UK.
I tell you how my German friend sent a picture to me, and he's like, my friend made cookies, and it's like horses with swastikas on them.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's European far right.
Yeah, no, the European far right is fucking wild.
I wonder what it's like gaming in Europe,
Oh, who knows?
because I don't use the European servers on anything because they're too laggy.
Well, yeah, and most people don't.
But imagine just being a Frenchman, and then you end up talking to a German, and then you're like, man, fuck you guys invaded us.
And they're probably like, we're gonna
Nah.
lock you guys in a never-ending series of trench warfare for the duration of the war if you ever try to fight us again.
Hey Anyways, continue the list.
Okay. Poland. Okay. Lithuania.
Lithuania gets a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Second best place to
Latvia.
find vampires. Latvia,
What's the best place to find vampires?
Transylvania.
Where's Transylvania?
I don't know. Let me see.
It's in Romania. So Romania is the best place to find vampires.
Okay. Yeah, Romania's the best place to find vampires.
Okay, so Estonia.
Estonia? Damn.
Estonia.
That's a solid 10 out of 10 right there.
So I'll tell. Okay, Belarus.
Belarus, that gets a what the fuck out of 10 because I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically just Russia. Sorry, Belarusians, if I upset you. You guys are basically just Russians. Russia.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Those are basically just Russians.
No, that's what I'm saying. Belarusians are basically just Russians because they love Russia so much.
Get a 9 out of 10 though.
Russia
it would have been 10 out of 10 if they didn't start blowing up
Ukrainian people.
Yeah.
Maybe you should lower that more than 1 point though.
No, this is 1 point off, I think.
Just 1 point, okay.
Russian people are good people.
Ukraine.
Typically. Ukraine, they get a 10 out of 10 because they're getting bombed. And and it's also stalker. Also because of stalker, that's where it is.
Yes, sir. I agree. Okay, Moldova.
That gets another what the fuck out of 10.
Because I don't know what the fuck it is. Romania.
10 out of 10, vampire heaven.
I give Romania I give them an 8 out of 10. Romania is an awesome place, but you guys also made Nicolae Ceausescu, so.
Continue.
Yep. Okay. We then have Bulgaria.
Bulgarians, they get an AoE 2 out of 10 because Bulgarians are pretty cool.
AoE 2, okay.
And Age of Empires 2 out of 10.
We got Serbia.
Serbia gets a damn it's cold out of 10.
Serbia for me gets a 4 out of 10. You guys and your tomfoolery are the ones that started World War One, which inadvertently meant that Germany had to pay off all that debt, making a prime breeding ground for Nazis. And then, so basically, we really want to say, by some degree, it was Serbia's fault for World War II and the Holocaust. And you guys also did a lot of war crimes after World War II as well. And just, so Serbia, you guys get a 4 out of 10. Northern Macedonia.
I thought you were going to say Northern Massachusetts.
No, I mean, it could be its own country.
Macedonia gets a Massachusetts out of 10.
Massachusetts out of 10, nice. Greece.
Oof. That gets a 2 out of 10. They fuck kids.
They fuck kids. Okay.
The only reason they're not a 1 out of 10 is because they also have cool shit over there, like old relics and stuff from when they were cool.
So when they still fucked kids, gotcha.
Yeah, well, they're still fucking kids, but they had.
Yeah, but I was saying ancient Greece, they were fucking kids, bro. Like, I'm not.
You can't
but,
say fuck.
Yeah, no. In ancient Greece,
who is that?
In ancient Greece, they were
Indian?
they were fucking kids.
Is that your brother saying you can't fuck kids? Because I think
There's no
you
way
gotta
they
prove
gave
him
you
wrong.
somebody's old hat and just put your name on. Or as
So yeah, Greece. They're still fucking kids in ancient times. So
Yeah, kid banging. I think they call it kid banging.
Just stop. Turkey.
Turkey. Not better than chicken out of 10.
Nah, better than chicken out of 10. Oh fuck, gotcha.
Do you like turkey more than chicken or no?
No, I hate turkey.
No,
The
turkey's just too dry.
Turkey gets a 3 out of 10 for me because Turkey keeps trying to pick fights with Greece for no reason, even though we're literally allies. So
Yeah, Turkey also gets a Constantinople out of 10.
yeah, they get Istanbul out of 10. This is true. They also get Byzantine Empire out of 10.
Byzantine Empire, I give them
No, that's what Turkey gets. That's my rating. They get Byzantine
they get the
Empire out
Byzantine
of 10.
Empire at 10.
They get the Byzantine Empire out of 10. Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, one more. We got Bosnia and Herzegovina. What the fuck out of 10? Bosnia and yeah.
What?
It's one country. Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah,
It's
that
one
gets a
word.
1 out of 10. You guys got
What-
any
yeah,
out
what-
of 10?
We got. Okay, we got two more actually. Croatia.
Croatia. That's another scat out of 10.
Scout out of 10. Croatia gets a scout out of 10 from me as well. Because they have they think it's hot that they block off Bosnia and Herzegovina from having access to the Adriatic Sea.
Collecting poop from both of those countries.
And then finally Slovenia.
Slovenia. That gets a Slowpoke out of 10.
Slowpoke Pokemon out of 10. I like it.
This is such a stupid fucking
No,
list.
this is such a stupid bit.
It just shows off how stupid Americans are to all Europeans.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I
Not
bet
at
every
all.
European's like, I know every single one of those countries. I could give you an actual
Who
tier
made-
list.
Who made gynecology? Americans. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, British women thank us.
Yeah, who made big fake titties out of all those countries? Hmm? America or all those other countries? Hmm?
But dare I say that British people always talk about how smart they are. Most British people couldn't name where Nebraska is.
I couldn't name where Nebraska is.
We don't gotta talk about that. We really don't need to talk about that.
Is Nebraska even a state?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Or like it's like anything that isn't California or Texas, most Europeans probably couldn't name.
Oh yeah, there's like that map of like what America looks like to Europeans. It's just like California, on the west coast, and then New York on the east coast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
exactly.
then
Some
all
of them
the
might
south
know.
is just Texas and Florida.
Some of them might know like Atlanta at like bare minimum.
Yeah, it's just Texas and Florida at the bottom, and then in the middle it's a what the fuck. The middle is just Utah. It's
Or like
all-
most of them probably couldn't even name where like another thing a lot of Europeans probably couldn't name is fucking most of the countries in South America. They talk about how dumb we are, but it's like it's a matter of understanding. You understand more about whatever part of the world you're in compared to others. So Europeans always ask us like especially British people, because British people are just so fucking snobby about being British.
oh yeah.
They're
I
like
love it.
they're like name countries in the European Union, and we're like Spain, and or they'll be like, that's not Britain, Scotland, Ireland, Spain, Portugal, like, and they just name off basically every European country that anyone knows anything about as something we can't name. I guarantee if I just went up to some random British person on the street and told them name fucking 4 countries in South America, most of them couldn't do it. Or name 4 countries in Central America, couldn't do it, because guess what? They all think it's Mexico. It's all Mexico.
Central America.
Yeah, Central America. There's multiple countries there.
Central America?
Yes,
You mean just the north and south? I don't think there's a Central America.
there is a Central America.
What is it? Yeah, just Mexico. What the fuck has been in
It's
between there?
You thought Mexico went all the way down into Colombia?
It does.
No, there's multiple no, what?
Let's see, north. Let's go North America.
Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama.
That's all crammed in the little fucking sliver?
It's not really a little sliver, but yeah, there's countries there.
That's a little sliver.
It's not all
I'm
it's
looking
not
at
all
a map right now, it's a
Mexico.
tiny sliver. That's
I mean,
surprising.
yeah, but yeah, it's Panama basically is Panama basically belongs to the United States, if we're gonna be straight. Because the Panama Canal. But
Surprising.
yeah, Yeah, you didn't know. I'm surprised. Or like name some of the,
But
or like if I
Honduras
asked
is
a
right
British
here.
person, or if I asked a British person, name some of the, name some of the countries in the Caribbean.
But then they have Honduras right here. That's in Mexico.
Honduras is not in Mexico though.
Honduras?
Honduras is Honduras, not Mexico.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, Honduras. Oh my God, Honduras is its own country. That's crazy.
That is
Oh
crazy.
my God, there's other people in Latin America that aren't Mexican. That's insane.
They're all Mexican.
You got
I've deemed it
Guatemala,
so.
El Salvador, Nicaragua. Well, Mexican folk aren't the premier experts on Latin America.
You got Nicaraguans.
Nicaragua,
My dad actually like traveled all the way down all those countries.
Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras,
My dad
Costa
is
Rica.
my dad is from Guadalajara, right? In Mexico.
Where's Guadalajara? Oh, that's where it is. Wow, that's pretty far.
Yeah, he went all the way down to, I think he said he went all the way down to like Panama one time when he was young. It's pretty cool, huh? Because you don't need like anything to go between those countries. At least back then, in the 70s. That'd be a cool road trip.
Yeah.
Because it's all just one big fucking highway, I bet. We can
Like
visit
the
the
little
Panama Canal.
No, I've never been to the Panama Canal. It's surrounded by Coast Guard
But we could visit it.
and the Navy.
You could go to Nicaragua.
No, unless I'm looking for river monsters.
That's where Theo Von's dad is from.
Where the fuck is the that whole thing's the Panama Canal? Jesus Christ!
Then we got Guatemala.
Remember, we invaded Panama just so we could take the Panama Canal. Just remember
Yeah,
that.
it makes sense.
It makes sense. Doesn't make it right, but it makes sense. Yeah,
Nah, it makes
because
it
we've
makes
got no other way to get boats from. Because for whatever reason, for the longest time, the United States was like, oh, we only need our shipyards in Norfolk. That's all. That's the only place where we need to build our boats.
Huh?
Well, the Panama Canal is so we can squeeze boats of certain tonnage through the canal and take them to the Pacific.
Yeah, because the only other thing you can do is go all the way around.
Yeah, but the reason I say that though is because for the longest time we only really built ships on the East Coast. Now we lay ships down and build them all over the place.
Well, it makes sense because back then America was only the East Coast. That's where like everything was for the most part.
I don't know about that. I think what's it?
Well, back when America was like first got
We took it in
independence,
1904.
It was mostly on the East Coast.
Well, yeah, but again, we took the Panama, or we took over the project the canal opened in 1914.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying though. Like most of the shit would be on the East Coast.
But the Panama Canal does belong to the Panama nowadays, so that's cool, I guess.
Nah, we should take it back. Let's just take all of it.
Well, again, the thing is that we don't really ships transition through there all the time, but it's also a major hub for fucking port for like trade too.
Let's play Risk real quick. Let's say we're both Americans. We're gonna take Cuba, Puerto Rico, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Belize. We just take that entire Central America piece, and then just take that as all. That's all United States now. It's ours.
Belongs to us.
It's ours now.
And only us.
We don't want Mexico because it's full of drugs. We don't want the South America because the British are going to come and yell at us. We're trying to take the Falkland Islands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. We really just ramble on when Bordelon's not here.
No,
I'm right
I
here.
don't even know where the fuck. Oh, you're just quiet. You little bastard.
Really just get sidetracked.
I've been
with
trying to get in
stupid shit.
contact with Cardi B for next episode.
Cardi B.
Oh my gotcha. Yeah, fellas, we're gonna have Cardi B on the episode on the next episode. Be prepped for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
That's
see
the
if I can
hope.
get her to just to say like something real quick.
Yeah,
he's
speaking
like-
of Cardi B, how about you
Imagine-
guys, Cardi
imagine-
B, that like and subscribe button because we're out of time.
There is no way you just did that.
That's the end. See you, everybody.